Welcome to my channel where I help you start and grow your Amazon FBA business. I get asked a lot how much it costs to start Amazon FBA, and it's important to know how much money you need to invest in before starting this journey. So today let's talk about the real cost of starting Amazon FBA. First up, we have the Amazon seller account cost. There are two types of seller accounts, individual and professional. The individual seller account is free, but you have to pay 99 cents per item sold plus other fees. The professional seller account costs $39.99 per month, but doesn't charge the 99 cents per item fee. If you're planning to sell more than 40 items per month, the professional seller account is definitely a better option. Keep in mind that Amazon also charges referral fees, which are a percentage of the sale price, and fulfillment fees, which cover the cost of storage, packing, and shipping. As a successful Amazon FBA seller, you would definitely sell more than 40 items a month, so it makes a lot more sense to opt for the professional account in terms of cost. Plus, the professional seller account is essential if you want to be taken seriously by customers and if you want to have access to all Amazon's features, such as inventory management and advertising. My recommendation is that you apply for the professional seller account right away. Even though going with the individual one and switching it over later can save you a little bit of cost, the application to change your account from individual to professional can take some time, and this can possibly delay your launch. It's also possible to lose sales history and feedback because you are essentially starting over with a new account, which may end up hurting your search ranking. It'll just save you a lot of time and hassle if you simply apply for the professional seller account right from the start. Next, we have software tool cost. Now, these can add up quickly and are essential for your Amazon FBA business, so it's critical to find the right tools for your business. My personal favorite is Helium 10, which costs about $97 per month for the Platinum plan. You will need this your whole Amazon FBA journey, from product research to keyword research to profit tracking. And I actually managed to get a discount code with Helium 10 that can get you 20% off your first 6 months, so only $77 per month to start. If you're still unsure about the commitment, you can actually start with their free Chrome extension and upgrade to their paid plan once you advanced in your business journey. I left both my discount code and the link to the free Chrome extension down in the description box below. Product samples are another cost to consider. It's important to see and test the product before investing in a large quantity. The cost of product samples obviously varies depending on the supplier and the product, but speaking from my experience, it's usually around $50 to $100 per sample, and I highly recommend you order at least 3 samples from different suppliers so you can actually test out their quality and pick the best one. Now, if you're just starting out, it's possible to save money by not ordering samples. You can actually use a supplier that offers a lower MOQ or minimum order quantity so that you can test the product with a smaller investment. However, keep in mind that the product samples are essential for quality control and making sure that the product actually meets your expectations before investing in a larger quantity. Plus, high quality is really what's going to guarantee good reviews on Amazon, so I highly suggest you invest in these samples as they're well worth the money. The next cost is inventory, which is a major expense for Amazon FBA. The cost varies depending on the product and quantity. If you have a smaller budget, you can actually start by ordering a smaller quantity of inventory to test things out before investing more. However, the risk is that you might run out of stock quickly, which will hurt your ranking on Amazon and ultimately your sales. Now, if you have a bigger budget, I would recommend to order at least 500 units so that you can ensure you have enough stock to test if your product sells well and have time to receive your next inventory order, as it takes some time to manufacture and ship the product, usually at least 2 months, so you want to plan ahead depending on your budget. It's also important to note that Amazon charges long-term storage fees for products that don't sell well within a certain period of time. To avoid these fees, it's important to do your research and ensure that you are investing in products that have a high demand, sell quickly, and don't order too much inventory in advance. For the purpose of this video, let's do an estimation. Let's say your product costs $3 a unit and you're ordering 500 units. That's about $1,500 for the inventory. Before moving on to the next cost, I wanted to share with you that I have a free masterclass. This is great if you want to learn the 4-step framework to a profitable Amazon FBA business. Even if you're brand new to e-commerce, don't know what products to sell, or don't have a ton of money to invest, the link to sign up for the free masterclass is in the description box below. Now let's talk about shipping costs. This is one of the most important costs to consider because it affects your profit margins. As an Amazon FBA seller, you don't actually have to worry about shipping products to customers because Amazon takes care of that for you. However, you will need to send your products from the manufacturer to the Amazon warehouse. So that's where the shipping cost comes in. The shipping cost varies depending on the size and weight of your product, your shipping origin and destination, as well as the shipping method you choose. There is air shipping and sea shipping. Air freight is obviously a lot faster than sea shipping. Air usually takes a week and sea shipping sometimes can take up to 5 to 6 weeks. But air is a lot more expensive than sea shipping. That's why I recommend first-time sellers to go with sea shipping, unless your product is super light and you're in a rush to receive your product. But just make sure with the air shipping, you will do a calculation to make sure that you're still able to profit. You can use Helium 10's profitability calculator to check the estimated shipping cost for your product, but you can expect to spend about $0.5 to $1.5 per unit for a regular product for shipping costs. So it's safe to say that it costs about $1 times 500 units equals $500 for the shipping in our example. Now, one way to save on shipping costs is to use lightweight and small packaging for your products. The smaller and lighter your products are, the less you have to pay in shipping fees. So when you're sourcing products, keep in mind their size and weight and try to find products that can actually be shipped affordably. Next up, let's talk about the branding costs. This includes things like creating a logo, packaging design, and listing images. These costs are optional, but investing in good design can help your products stand out and increase your chances of making a sale. The cost varies depending on the designer and the complexity of the design, but it's important to find a designer who understands your brand and can create designs that stand out. Even if you don't have any design background, that's totally fine. You can use freelancing platforms such as Fiverr or Upwork to find affordable designers. Now, if you're on a budget, there are ways to save on design costs. For example, you can use free design tools such as Canva to create your own logo and images. And you can totally use a camera or iPhone to take photos of your product. Just make sure to use good lighting and angle. So for branding, we can say that the cost could go from $0 to $200. Moving on, we have the cost of a UPC code. A UPC code is a unique identifier for your product and it's required by Amazon. You can buy a UPC code from GS1, which is the official source of UPC codes, and it costs about $30 each. Another option could be that you can buy a UPC code from a reseller, which can be cheaper but carries some serious risks. I highly suggest you buy a UPC code directly from GS1 if you're serious about selling on Amazon. It could be a little bit more expensive, but it's a one-time fee and ensures your UPC code is legitimate and won't cause any issues with Amazon. Next, let's talk about PPC or pay-per-click advertising cost. PPC is a great way to advertise your products on Amazon and drive traffic to your listings. This cost is optional, but it can be a powerful tool for increasing sales and ranking higher in search results. PPC cost really depends on how competitive the product keyword is. It can go from $0.5 all the way to $3, $4, or even $5 per click. It's most important to invest in PPC when you first launch your product because you won't have any sales history or reviews. So it's a great way to generate some initial sales momentum for you to rank better at the top of the search results so that later you can generate consistent organic sales. PPC costs really vary, but usually are around $500 to a limitless amount, as you can keep using them to boost your sales. The great thing is that the PPC cost usually comes from part of the sales, and Amazon only charges you if the amount is more than your product sales. So you don't necessarily have to pay that money out of your own pocket. Yes, at the beginning, it might be a little bit more expensive and you might need to pay a little extra. But as you gain more reviews and ranking, you won't need to. And slowly your profit margin will increase. There are actually a few ways to optimize your PPC campaigns to save money and increase sales. First, make sure you are targeting the right keywords. Use Amazon's or Helium 10's keyword research tool to find relevant keywords and focus on those that have a high search volume and low competition. Next, set your bids strategically. Start with a higher bid and gradually decrease it over time as you gain more sales and reviews. Monitor your campaigns regularly and adjust your bids as needed to ensure that you're getting the best profit margin. Now, to put everything we talked about together, the real estimated cost of starting an Amazon FBA business includes Amazon seller account cost $39.99 per month, software tool cost $77 per month, product sample cost $150 to $300, inventory cost $1,500, shipping cost $500, logo packaging and listing image design cost $200, UPC code cost $30 per code, and finally PPC cost $500. So total is around $3,147. You see, starting an Amazon FBA business requires some upfront investment, but it's worthwhile considering how passive and scalable the income is once you successfully launch your product. By understanding the costs involved and being strategic with your spending, you can minimize your expenses while maximizing your profits. Now, if you're interested in learning more about how to make money with Amazon FBA this year, you can sign up for my free masterclass on the 4-step framework to a profitable Amazon FBA business. You will learn the step-by-step blueprint that helped me to make more than $15,000 a month with Amazon FBA. The sign-up link is in the description box below. I also have a free Amazon FBA guide that walks you through the entire process of launching your first Amazon FBA product. So if you're interested in snagging that, the link is in the description box as well. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one.